Hello and welcome back to Tales of Lumin. Today we're talking about Hearthstone and WildStar. I'm going to start with Hearthstone because WildStar, I'm not really feeling it. And I can say that now. Without fear of being punished. Because the NDA has dropped, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that right now, however, Hearthstone. The game has launched. Hearthstone is out of beta. You can download it on the official site now and play the full and final product. So, along with the launch of the game that happened yesterday in the US and today in Europe, there was a big patch. This patch added, wow, so much stuff. It's all just extras and polish and minor improvements here and there. Very little in terms of balance, but it just makes the game feel so much more complete. It's great. So many more animations for the legendary cards and other cards. Have you guys seen Feral Spirit's new animation? Or the totems dropping? That right there makes me want to play Shaman. And I really don't like the Shaman class. That says something. Tells you that they're doing things right. Also, there's a little counter now on the play mode's home screen that tells you how many wins you have out of 500 with each class. Torment. It's crazy. Got like 4 wins on my priest. Huh! Only 496 to go. Till I get my golden portrait, which were also added. I can't wait. The card backs were added. You can go to your options menu now. Select which one you want to use. I do, sadly, however, not have any extras just yet. We're going to get our first card backs during the Hearthstone launch event, I assume. And then after that, on April the 1st, when the test season ends and the next one starts up. It's kind of exciting, you know? And then added to all of that, this Friday is officially Hearthstone Day. Friday the 14th of March. I guess you could say it's the international release date. You know, because by then, the game would have been released in all the regions around the world. Apparently they're still working on releasing it in Korea and Taiwan and the other Asian areas. So good luck to them doing that because, wow. I saw a couple of the Hearthstone devs tweeting, just mentioning, you know, they've been awake for 48 hours. It's getting kind of difficult. 3-hour nap in that 48-hour period. That sounds intense. It really does. But they've done a good job. There are a couple of bugs, sure, but I'm certain that they'll get them sorted out quick. Probably by Friday. Who even knows? But I've been having a blast. Been enjoying Hearthstone more than ever before now over the past couple of days. And it's great. I'm going to be opening some more card packs soon. I have actually contributed in a smallish fashion to the Hearthstone Day festivities. I submitted some work for them to show off on Friday, so look out for that, please. And if it does pop up somewhere in your Twitter feed or Facebook or whatever, click on it. Click on it, watch it, and enjoy it. Because I think it was pretty cool. But you'll see. Hashtag Hearthstone Day. You'll see. Now, moving on to WildStar. I'm not going to say too much about WildStar because I'm going to be doing at least a couple of WildStar videos. I've got access right now. Thank you very much, Celestic. You're amazing. I didn't want to say anything about it before because I was afraid. I was afraid of being hunted down and murdered in my sleep. But there you go. I've got access. I played a little bit and I'm just not feeling it. I don't know. It feels like World of Warcraft from like 5 years back or something. Maybe that's the idea. Maybe that's the point. But the game lacks polish. It lacks optimization. It lacks a proper UI. I don't know if they've implemented the new UI yet, but I saw they had a post up about it. It's just I was getting so lost in the UI. It just wasn't fun. Then, the questing and quests in the game, they feel so archaic. It does feel like the quests that World of Warcraft kind of started to abandon a couple of years ago. I don't know. The game feels very grindy to me. I haven't played that much yet, so I can't say how the experiences would change at higher levels. But what happened was I logged in and I started playing, then I watched these cutscenes and stuff, and they didn't really interest me very much. The tutorial missions were very straightforward and expected. I didn't really have that good a time going through the tutorial. Sure, tutorial sections and segments of games usually aren't that fun, but this one was just exceptionally dull. I don't know, maybe because of Elder Scrolls Online it just didn't seem that great to me, because Elder Scrolls Online is the ultimate immerse yourself in the game kind of experience. WildStar, I don't know. You know, there were some things that I liked. I think that the art style of the game is pretty cool, but again, I should just jump back to the fact that it wasn't optimized. It ran pretty poorly on my PC. But the art style is great. The humor is kind of cool. Characters and stuff look nice. And I do like some of what they did with the targeting and combat system of the game. Some of it. But when I played, then a lot of the stuff was just broken. So you couldn't use half the profession paths or whatever those things are, because they just sort of got stuck at a certain point. And then the quests and stuff, my experience with them was pretty grim as well, because I kept either getting stuck or I kept doing things in the wrong order and then it kind of broke, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. It just felt to me like the game was sort of just a reskinned version of a bunch of other MMOs, and they weren't really trying anything new with it. But again, limited experience with a game. So I'm not going to say this is a terrible MMO. Sure, I haven't said much positive about it yet, but maybe it's just the starter experience that's put me off. I will always say, however, that if a game, mostly the MMOs, but if a game doesn't pique your curiosity, get you interested within, let's say, the first hour or two of gameplay, then that's not a good sign. It really isn't. They should have something interesting or exciting happening. Maybe, just maybe, the beta test of WildStar was meant to be just that, and the experiences in it were not meant to be seen as, let's just say, what the final game would be like. They weren't going to be representative of your experience come June the 4th or whenever it's launching. I don't know. But I'd love to hear what you guys think. Maybe, and I know it's not usually the best thing to ask, but maybe you could compare your experiences in Elder Scrolls Online with those in WildStar. Because those are the two that came out like recently. They're the ones that are stuck in most people's minds at the moment. So those are the two you'd want to compare to each other. Let me know what you think. One versus the other. Which are you more excited about? Is it going to be Elder Scrolls Online because it's launching sooner? Or is it going to be WildStar because you prefer X, Y, and Z about that game? I don't know. I don't know myself yet. I'm going to spend a bit more time in WildStar. I will probably do a couple of videos, and I will upload and give you updated impressions. But thus far, the long and short of it is basically just that I feel like I'm playing an older game, and I feel like they could definitely do a whole lot more to get players gripped right from the start. They could. Because I wasn't interested. I was actually skipping cutscenes. I was just trying to rush to my objectives. I didn't want to explore because, well, it wasn't all that interesting. Maybe I need to get to the higher level content. Maybe then it'll start making much more sense. But I do hope, and this is a really big hope, that they've improved the UI a lot. And I don't just mean the layout, the way it looks. It's just so difficult to know what you're doing with the UI. Whatever, I'm done. Get excited for Hearthstone Day on Friday. I am. Play some Hearthstone because everyone can play it now. And I suppose if you want to read up a bit on WildStar, see if you can get yourself into the beta, whatever, do that too. If that's more what you're interested in. But please, let me know what you think and address my concerns. Because I know a lot of you guys have probably been playing it more than I have, and you probably have, and this is important, opinions that matter more. Because mine doesn't matter all that much right now, seeing that I've only played a couple of hours, probably 3-4 hours of the game. It's an MMO. You need to sink a lot of time into it. to be able to give a valid and, let's just say, thoughtful opinion. So there's that. Give this video a like, share it, and do all that other good stuff. Most importantly, though, happy Hearthstone Day. And happy no more NDA for WildStar. Happy that.